Look under the bed. Come on. Get it. Don't fall. It's under the bed. Is it gonna be this area? Is gonna be a poor connection? Ah, this might be bogus. Let's pray that this works. What is up, everybody? A little change of scenery. Wifey's putting little man to bed, so no longer have my bedroom. But still here. How's everybody doing? What's up, Kyle Becker? Who we got in here? Let's just say hello to the Chizette. Emily, Tyson, Julka, Chody, Sparkler, Vicky Waters, Kyle Becker, Miss Hemon, Miss Eamon, maybe that's how you say that. Lady name. What a blessing to have you guys join me. All right. So, I would really like to do my hamstrings because building a whole bunch of grounding kits now. I've been doing a lot more of my just the stupidest stuff will mess you up. Yesterday I was at the bench, reach down, grab a cord, reach down, grab a cord. Just that motion on I should have been doing left hand, right hand, I guess. Just my whole right hammy today, and then I went and trained legs on it. Just real quick, start off, do thing. Here's my grounding kit. I don't like to do sales pitches and stuff. You guys see me post about it as it is. There it is. It actually looks way better than this now. I go with all black cord. I actually changed this to a 3-prong plug. But this is the new version with the Y, so you can buy this and you can interchange it with the anklet, or you can do it with this. But this will change your life. Better sleep, better pain, better energy, better everything. So use the code. Anybody who watches this, go to the website modernrootslife.com. And just use the code FOAMROLL. It'll give you $5 off whatever kit you want to use. Yeah, we have the $65 kit now. So I lowered the price, but then I have a $10 upgraded kit if you want. It gets the anklet and bracelet with it too. So I'm done with that. No sales pitches. Also, the good homie at Roll Into Fitness. If you guys see this video, shoot me a DM and then a message, whichever way you can. You can even go through my website if you're watching this on YouTube. And then Chody C. He gives 2 of these away a week. So just send me a DM. Last week I only had 2 people message me. It's crazy. There was like a bunch of people who watched and only 2 people messaged me, so they automatically won. Carmi was one of them, I think. So basically just shoot me a DM, tell me you want into the raffle for this, and you have a chance to win either one of these. I mean, if you do want one of these, he offers these as well too, okay? These are a godsend, guys. They make a huge difference. Just ask Emily how it changed the game for her rolling, going from like a traditional roller. So today we're going to do a little bit of different stuff. I'm going to show you how to work your feet. So if you guys have a roller, you can do it with the roller. If you guys have a hard ball, you can do it with a hard ball. If you guys have a mason jar with the top on it, you could stand on something like that. I wouldn't do it against a hard surface, you know. Use at your own risk and stuff. It is glass, but I've never broken one. Anything hard, a rolling pin, anything like that that's really kind of firm, is great on the foot. But if you have your roller, you can do it with that too. Just some other rollers I use. This is just a basic Kong ball. I like to show options for people. This is super cheap at a pet store. This is another one, Mobilitas, my boys. They actually make some great products. They make the ball I like to use. I like to use this one against the wall just for a single ball. It's got a little cushion to it. The Hyper Ice, this is the gangster. It is a vibrating crate. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is amazing for rolling the legs. Like, I want to use it right now. Just made my body crave it. These little guys made by Roll Into Fitness as well. Those are amazing. So tonight, let's start. We're going to do some calves. We're going to do some shins. And we're going to do some feet stuff. Back of the knees. I hope you guys saw my post today. So one thing I will share with you, I was training and doing calves, and I've been doing them like with a lot deeper bend to the knee, just changing it up, trying to really activate the soleus. Gastrocnemius would be the big ball right here. That's your gastroc, okay? The soleus runs behind it, okay? But the soleus doesn't attach to your knee, so doing a bent calf seated calf raises, things like that, or bending your knee when you're on standing calf raises, makes a huge difference. You'll feel it activated. And then doing negatives on that, it just brought blood right to my feet. So if you have foot issues, tension in your feet, or anything like that, I would definitely do some exercises and negatives around the bent knee calf exercises. It will make a big difference in your world. So for the calf, let's jump right into it. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay on tonight. So one thing with the calf, see if I can't get as far away as I was before on the other one. I'm trying to do this vertically, so that way when I post them on YouTube, it's not all retarded. Foot over foot, okay? So it may be tender for you, just like I can feel pressure right here on this. It may be tender for you. That's why I like to do this rocking motion, okay? So, got stuff popping up. So just rocking back and forth here, so we're gonna do some stuff. We're basically gonna go from inside to outside, okay? And we're gonna hit all the way across this whole peak right through here. So just a little rocking motion. So this is really going to help with plantar fasciitis, shin splints, Achilles issues, knee pain. It can make a world of difference in your lower back pain, because guess what? There's 3 pockets for sciatic, which basically means any issue that you would have in pain in the back of the leg. One of the main ones is this big old knot that goes right through this part of your calf right here on the outside, okay? The next one's right up here in the quad. The next one's straight in the center of your butt, okay? But here you're just rocking on it. If you want more pressure, you can feel free. Pop up. I just lifted myself up. I know you guys can't see it. It's kind of, I can turn it sideways. I'm really trying not to. So I'll turn it like this. Yeah, that's a little better. Now you can see me prop myself up. Leg over leg. And then just a little rocking motion on it, okay? We're barely moving. We're finding that knot, okay? Mine moved down a little bit, so I'm going to change position. Go down the leg a little bit. Just rock on it. Now, if you don't need that pressure, you can even just lean forward on this, and kind of, you can even keep it here, just lean on it. That kind of adds a stretch to the back of the leg. We can just rock on it. I'm just going to do a warm-up because, calves, you kind of want to bounce around. You'll see how we'll spend basically an hour doing the calves. And then you guys should stand up and be like, holy crap, that is amazing. If you've never rolled your calves or really spent the time on your calves, it's unreal the difference when you get blood flow to the feet, because you know what that means, right? The hardest part for your heart to work towards is the end of your hands and the end of your legs. So reaching the extremities makes a huge difference when you create better circulation down there, because what happens, that reciprocating blood flow, the blood flow that can actually get back to the heart easier, is going to make a world of difference in how you feel in your entire body. But in truth, your feet are used so much. And the truth about the alignment of your body in a lot of cases comes from your feet. Why? Because your feet, if you're putting all your pressure to this direction or whatever, you're going to leverage the inside or the outside of your foot, depending on which foot it is, and based on that, it's going to start hardening in your foot. Well, if your foot hardens up and then you can't actually press into that, then it's going to press against it. And when it presses back against you, then you're going to start getting lines that go up this side or that side and the inside that start hardening with it, because your body's not at a true stance. And then because of that, your whole gait's going to change. So this down here can affect your lower back like crazy, guys. You wouldn't even believe how much just doing below the knee would be a main contributor. So I just turned my leg towards the inside. Now I'm doing more of the inside. And you'll feel like a strap, like a leather strap kind of going through here. I don't know why I always say leather, but you'll feel like a strap that runs through here, and you'll kind of be able to tinker off of it and then tinker off of the other side. I don't know why tinker is a good word to use there either, but teeter. There we go. That's where my brain was thinking. So just rocking here on the inside now. And so I'm starting to get some numbness in my foot. Okay, it's not getting bad yet. So that normally means that if you get that right away, then typically that means you just hit an area of circulation, and you might want to back off and try and find a different angle at first. But when you get into where your foot or your hand or your arm or something starts going numb, then you know that you have it's like an indicator for you to probably stop soon. So I'm going to go ahead and stop now. Oh, that's amazing. Now, when you guys take it off, did you just get the rush to your foot? Did your foot just get really cold? Get that whole tingly feeling and everything? I'm just going to move this around now. Just going to move it around. And you'll watch as I do this. My calf will start firing. You guys can watch your own. You'll start to see like the tib and everything through here. The perennials start firing. Yeah, it's cool, right? Isn't that cool? Now we're going to stand up on this. Stand up and just take a gander. Take a walk around. A little bit, just walk around and feel the difference in the way that your left leg feels versus your right. And tell me that it doesn't feel like your knee just locks out so much more solid. It should feel so different in just the way that you feel over side to side right now. And we didn't even do it hardcore. So now let's just do a basic hangover, guys, okay? So when you do this hangover, I want you to tuck your butt down, okay? So where you feel like that, and then hold that. So when you lean, you're gonna actually feel it pull down the whole backside of your leg. And then we don't want to hang for like the inside of our feet. We want to hang away, like we're reaching away, okay? And then you should actually feel it pull down the backside of your leg really good. And this should be a good indicator to you to where you're feeling probably that pocket that you didn't hit on that right leg or the left, whichever leg you didn't do. And this one you should feel the tension spreading to other areas as if it's pulling into new stuff, which is exactly what we want to work towards. Okay, just like every time that we do a rolling, guys, we're going to do shorter stretches because we're going to do a lot of them. It's dope, right? Isn't that super cool? I love when you guys can feel this and just... It's incredible what just the little stuff does. And, you know, it's amazing to me how so many still want to believe that foam rolling won't help you and it won't work. As you can see, guys, if anybody says that, they don't truly spend the time. They don't spend the time, like, on the same spot, you know? And people are like, I had a guy flare up at me the other day. He runs, like, a whole school or something like that. And he's just like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, to hold a spot for 2 minutes. Or 3 minutes, you know? And I'm like, okay, well, you probably haven't done it. So, if, you know, to each their own. But, I mean, you guys can attest for it, I think, that if you're holding these spots and just grinding on them and just waiting for the nervous system to respond. I mean, we're in this world of doing things so quickly. If we don't saw instant gratification, you know, not everything's going to be a red pill right away, you know. It's not going to be this instant satisfaction. Just let me have it right now, and everything's free and fast. That's what everybody wants now, and the real results come from patience in all things, but it also comes from just the effort in trying new things and working through new things and seeing how they work. And I mean, what is the hard part? I mean, so many people, all they want to say is like, where's your peer-reviewed evidence? I mean, if you want to live your life by that, cool, yeah. I mean, I've studied so many studies. How do you think I know what I know and was able to come to the conclusion? But most of these people who are in that's typically a lot younger generation and stuff, which is great. I mean, it is that people are getting into that. But what it's creating is just an entire dynamic where people don't want to even look into something unless there's a study behind it. And it's like, if you think about the simplicity in it, everything started with no studies in it. Everything started with somebody just having an idea. And in truth, I'm sorry, like, if I had put all my time into documenting studies and everything and not just doing this and documenting it, I mean, geez, this is just as good for me, for people can see it and they can get a benefit from it, then I never would have built the grounding kit. I never would have been able to push it out to you guys. I mean, I've sold them for years, a couple years now, and I never pushed it. So many people like that I had, like in the beginning of me getting out here with just living with our parents and, you know, trying to get them healthy and stuff when we came back from Costa Rica for a little bit, I just started pushing it because I had time to do it. And guess what? I mean, I got a huge influx of sales right away. And everybody's like, I didn't even know you had this. And, you know, shame on me more or less. I mean, but I just didn't have the time. And I'm not going to do something and then be stressed about it or rush through it. So, I mean, I got to weigh the options. Spend time with my family and my son and stuff. Do things at a wider spread for you guys. I'm starting to get that cold feeling in my foot already. So I'm turning more towards the inside on this leg a lot. The other leg was more towards the middle and the outside. What? Ah, that's nice. Thank you, Emily. I'm blessed, and I just got to pass it on. And it's like I would rather do a bunch of things than just spend time on this stuff, you know? Just going into these case studies and doing it, because honestly, I don't truly believe. I'm a person who believes. I study statistics, I study numbers. The true stuff is, you know, the best doctors who are going to cure cancer or do this or that, they get killed by the dozens. Not to get on some conspiratory stuff, but I mean, that's legit. You can look those numbers up. It's not even saying it. So what I mean by that is there's just a lot of studies that are never going to reach the surface. You know, there's big money, big pharma, big medicine behind a lot of things. And you know, if something comes out, like if they could prove, if somebody could truly prove, like, you know, like I try to, that you can reduce these pains and eliminate back pain and all these syndromes and things that are muscular syndromes and skeletal syndromes, then I you obviously would see a huge decline in the pockets of the medical field. I mean, look at the billions of dollars and probably up to trillions of dollars overall now that it's gone into like lower back pain or all these different surgeries and stuff over the last decades. I mean, it's astronomical. Go more to the outside here a little bit. Nah, it's definitely still right on the middle. I got a strap. Starting to get a little numbness in my foot, so we're going to go for a few more minutes. I'm going to lift up on this, get it a little bit more pressure for me. And then we're going to actually go back to the other leg and we're going to hit more. We're going to hit different spots. See me like squinting here. It's not even like a pain. It's like feels so good. So a lot of the crucial, brutal pain you guys get, you're going to notice. I mean, I wasn't always like this, trust me. There was a point a few years ago, not even a few years ago, probably like 5-6 years ago, where I couldn't have done videos. You crazy. I would have to do videos facing the wall where you couldn't see my face. Nobody would have wanted to watch it. It would have been painful for you guys just to witness my facial expressions. So when you're in excruciating pain doing a certain exercise, yeah, it'll get better, trust me. You'll enjoy it. You'll get to where it's like a euphoric feeling. And don't roll the same things, guys. You know, I know we all have our favorite things to work, our favorite things to formal. I'm the worst with it. That's why I love doing these things, because it forces me to do different stuff. And, ooh, I'm going to pull this one. So I got on it ground, and then I'm pulling it down towards my foot, and then we're going to finish there. I'll show you how to do more of that in a second. Oh, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, man, that is my knee. Love that feeling. What better feeling? Stand on up. Oh, that's ridiculous. Now the side to side balance that I have, like, I mean, I feel like I can push my knees back inches more without them locking and hitting like this wall of tension. I don't know if you guys feel that. Let's do another little hanging stretch. Oh, see, I had this pull all through my right leg here on my hamstring just because I just did what I was doing, that repetition. I probably bent over to this side like 200 times because I built 100 kits. So if you figure I did that and then I went to the gym and lifted on it, but now guess what? That freedom down this backside of the leg, you can see the marks, I bet. I got a grid calf from a grid roller now. But that freedom we just created right there, I can actually feel this releasing up through here. It's like it's able to travel and move that muscle up and down so much better. Oh, this is money. Pushing my knees a little more long. Oh, this is such a thing. I'm so glad we did this one today. My body is like getting high off of this. Alright. Whoa. That was just insane. Get some water. Make sure you guys pound water after we do these too. You should be pounding water anyways, but flush toxins. This is what I always talk about. Keep your water cold for 24 hours. So you can start in the morning, even if you got a blender, whatever you're going to structure your water with. Just pure water, distilled to reverse osmosis. Himalayan salt, you don't want to taste the salt, so if you do, then back off on your dose. and then vortex it. Just spin it in a blender or anything. Get a vortex cup, whatever, bullet, anything like that. For 3 minutes, fill your jug in the beginning of the day, good to go. If you drink tons of water before you can get back home, get 2 of them. Walmart has 2 of those for cheap too. I think it was like $34 for both of them. Maybe less. Okay, back to the other legs. Let me go over here. Let me get my corner. Okay, we're gonna go up higher. What's that? Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, Bora. I almost didn't watch because I was going to need this. Haha, was I wrong? What part do we not need? Just remember, if you look up superficial front line, superficial back line, you'll never say you don't need one spot of your body. Because the truth about what holds us up is your fascial lines, and they are one piece that goes from the bottom to the top, one piece. Get right up, so you get past the center of that meat, right? And then we're gonna go up here first. Ooh, mine's on the outside, so you should feel a pretty decent sized lump in here. And this one, I use my other foot up here to push down. Find that knot, get on top of it, break it on up. Calves, I mean, tell me a day that you don't use them like crazy. I mean, you'd have to be in a wheelchair. Everybody uses them. And then even if you sit at a desk all day, you know, like even if somebody's in a wheelchair, like rolling their calves would be just incredible. It's just the same thing. It's part of your body. It's the furthest part away from the heart. So getting that back, I mean, there's systemic benefits from it that supersede just the muscular being, you know, looser and stuff like that. Looking at the clouds outside. Yeah, this one's can be a little more tender. I'll go up a little bit higher. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, in the beginning everything hurts, but just figure every muscle you release is freeing up more calorie burn, more fat burn, everything. So the next day, you know, your body is just burning more efficiently. So if you got body weight issues, you got composition issues, you know, things like that, you're basically freeing up an army to fight for you. The more of these things you can loosen up, I mean, that's a lot of reason why people struggle with just seeing, it doesn't matter if I'm talking about weight gain or weight loss or anything, definition, you know, so many aesthetic changes, but a lot of reasons why people struggle so much with everything, and I'm talking about internal, physical, disease, deterioration, everything, is because we get so dang tight. You know, we don't have the good flow of energy and blood flow and transporting and everything that's going on. So I mean, just spending the time breaking this up makes a huge difference. Oh, there. Oh, this is good. Try a little bit more to the inside, guys. See if you got anything there. I don't, so I'm going to go back to the outside a little bit more. Woo-hoo, I'm going to lift up a little bit. Man. You can even start, we'll do some other stuff. You can pump your foot, move your foot around while you're on it too. It's another way to activate. The whole goal of me doing these is just to get you guys to sit in one spot. Myself included, but it's just to get you guys to hold the spot and realize that the power of foam rolling is not breaking tissue up. It's forcing the nervous system to respond, because guess what tension is? The harder the spot is, the longer it's been there, the less the body communicates that with that area. the signal's not getting there. So it takes longer to get there. So to think that you're going to just do this foo-foo rub over with the foam roller and make anything happen, you haven't done anything. You got to dig and get into that area, and not so much with pressure. It's just constant pressure to where not heavy pressure, it's more constant pressure. So that way the body will get into that nervous system, wake up that dormant area and go boop. And that's when you feel the big release. That's the communication has just been like, here we are, we're back in business. All right, almost. Ooh, big rush. All right, wiggle, wiggle. Oh man, that feels like I got like way more range. Hey, that's actually true, Carmi. It makes a big, big difference. Overall, it just makes a huge difference. And not just skinnier, but, the shapelier. Like so many people want to gain weight. Well, reducing the resistance of the muscle is going to allow it to grow more, get more blood flow. All right, same thing. Oh, I can't wait to do this on the other side where my leg feels pulled. Oh, I feel like I can just drop here on this side. I don't know. What do you guys feel like? Do you feel like the range of this is just so much less resistant? My calf feels like it's popping a lot more. So much better. Okay, to move your calf side to side. Hey, you can move whatever way you want. The whole goal is to find the spot and then stay on top of it, So when you get on that spot, then just hold it. Feel free to lock it in. All right, other leg, guys. What'd you say again? Calves are in the area, don't roll, hold. Yeah, calves are... Once you roll calves good the one time... What's up, Adam Bods? Senior Fruitarian. We'll school you guys on the life of fruit. Should make a documentary on that. Life of fruit. Yeah, well, we'll go into some. I think with the way we're moving on this, I'll be able to go up the leg a little bit. We're going to go behind the knee here in a second. So same thing on this side. Up the calf, above the bump, above that gastroc. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. You guys will notice when you go to squat next time, do anything that engages you and you feel like you have an imbalance, meaning I'm not talking imbalance like alignment, I'm talking like you stand on one foot, you feel imbalanced, you can't balance as well, shaky, you'll notice the difference will be real. You get the calves open, it just relaxes your feet. You'll feel like you got a hand down there that can just hold you right in place. I wonder what the delay is on here. Probably about 15-30 seconds. Hello, hello. Well, that'd be cool for you, Bev, just to go back and really check it out and see what you think about it, because your balance, the second I started rolling my calves and feet, it was a game changer. I'm talking legit, amazing game changer. There's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it. Because when you can get your feet in order, like when I used to take 90-year-olds and 80-year-olds and run them through sessions and stuff and training them, and well, not 90-year-olds. I never really trained a 9-year-old, actually. It's probably a little younger than that. But getting into anything, 68, 78, stuff like that, it was balance because their whole body is just ridiculously stiff. So when we start at the feet and everything, immediately they'd get onto like Bosu balls and they'd be like, oh my gosh, why don't I shake anymore? I'm like, yeah, imagine that. But when your body's shaking, that's called neuromuscular failure, and that's basically your body's trying to coordinate what tissue to fire in order to stabilize you. And so The more tissue you open up, the easier it is for it to balance. All right, I'm going to go up and lift up a little bit. You guys can feel free to lift up if you need more pressure. If not, feel free to stay where you were comfortable. Remember, the goal is not to overdo it and try and press as hard as you can where the muscle contracts. You still want to be able to feel like you can control it melting away. So if you're pressing to where it's like, try and relax, try and sit down, try and lean a certain way, try and just get it to where it's completely relaxed and put just the right amount of pressure for you to open it up. And it's all about the right amount of pressure, not contracting the tissue and holding it long enough to get it to release. Ooh, now I'm feeling a little lower. Go towards the inside on this one. Let's check it out. Still, pretty much everything on mine is on the outside, so I'm going to go back out there. Whoo-hoo, there it is again. Man, that's a good spot. Straight on the sides we'll have to do here in a second. All right. Wiggle, wiggle. Joe Coombs. What's up, homie G? Thanks for coming by. All right, guys. Stand up. They got an indention? I do. I did a good job. All right. There we go. Full activation on that hamstring now. It's like no resistance. It's right up in the ball here. It's pretty tender. I'll wait to roll that tomorrow. Popping my back. Reach away. So remember, guys, too, I'm going to be posting these on YouTube after every time I finish them, so anybody just joined, make sure send me a DM if you want in for the Roll Into Fitness roller raffle. If you want one of my grounding kits, use code FOAMROLL on modernrootslife.com. Get $5 off. I don't really know how people join and end and what part they're going to watch or not, so just like to say that. Okay, let's do a shin one. Okay, what do you guys think? Back to your other leg. We're gonna go straight. Let's find the sweet spot. Let's go right about there. Nice solid pressure, a little rock here. Kind of to the outside, yeah, you should feel that. Ooh, yeah, pressing in pretty good on this one. Whoo-hoo. This is doing a job. This feels so good. I mean, it hurts, don't get me wrong. But it's definitely, I can feel the benefits. Right down in there. It feels like just like a reenactment of shin splints. So this helps the perennial arteries, guys, just flow that energy down the side of your leg through here. So, down the side of the calf, I mean. So, definitely a huge thing to do, rolling the shins. And doing these shins will prevent your body putting all the pressure. Like when you squat, it won't make you put it all into your knee and the front side of your body. It'll help you to activate those glutes and lean back more. You see how I'm shifting my body towards the outside, guys. Just get that pressure on here. I love it. You guys are feeling what I'm feeling. I'm just calm about it because we're on video. That's why I'm hiding my face. Ooh, yeah. All right. A little shorter on that one because it's a much smaller muscle group. Wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, look at, you see all this stuff just firing a lot different here. So much more like activity up here. Activity, activation. Now this one's gonna be really cool for you guys. Let's see the difference now. Just walking around. Should feel a lot more harmony from the front to the back. And then when you bend over, it should feel, look at my knee shift back versus this one stays forward. See it? This is what I'm talking about. You sit into the squat, it goes down a lot better. Helps me to sit. See, my right leg makes me want to fall back right now. Yeah, I can feel this all up the back of the knee here. It's just stuck. So let's reenact that over here. I'll let you see my face this time. That way you know I'm not cheating. Just activate a little bit. Get over to that side. Woohoo! Man! Feel that. Feels good. Ooh, man, you go a little lower. That's shooting right into my foot. Especially women in heels. This should be a regular thing for you guys. Because that's the one where, like, looking sexy hurts. It's painful to look sexy, that's for sure. I know a lot of women that I fix. They would work at the Strip in Vegas and just cripple themselves for $1. Lots of dollars, I should say, but ooh, yeah, rock on it. Oh man, I just got like a massive, like Hoover Dam just opened up to my foot. Massive release in blood flow. Right there, wow. See, I got my foot cocked a little bit to the inside. Really get that activation. I'm twisting over and hitting that side. Oh, this is crazy. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, getting that dip in there. That's how you want to kick your foot to the outside. You should be able to start seeing that come in. Get some pops in my foot. All right, let's do a little walk around, see if you guys feel the difference. Oh, man. My hamstring doesn't even feel all pulled anymore. Let's see. Oh, yep. Now it's pulling into my lower back more. Stretching there. Oh, that's great. Now I feel just pure harmony going up the back of my legs. What we got here? Need to do some feet. Yeah, spend some more time. That's what I mean. It's going to be up for 24 hours. Just Google our YouTube, Muscle Whisper Josh. I changed the name so everybody can find it easy. All right, we need some feet. So I'm going to use the hard ball. Feel free to use your roller. This is actually really great if you have one of the Roll Into Fitness ones. These are very good for this too. You can go in the middle, hit the ridges of your feet. You can do a bunch of stuff. I like just a solid ball for this, for the center. So in this one, I like to press like I'm bouncing into the floor, like pressing a little roll like this, but also like a little press down like that. So find your spots and just as you do it and kind of like lean the pressure on it. You can hear my shadow talk to you. If you guys are using the roller, how's it feel? How you feel like you're getting spots? I'm just trying to hit that whole arch, find tender spots and just grind them out. Twist your foot, hit different angles. Now I'm just holding and just pushing down, bouncing it up and down, up and down. A little rock and forth, back and forth too. Wheaties! Shh! Yappers. They bark at nothing now, they're at that age. Doesn't matter what it is. My nephew might actually be here, but I doubt it. I think they just like to bark at anything. Getting some spots out of here. Ooh, I'm going the inside ridge now. Definitely some spots. So the inside ridge, the whole line that goes down the inside of your foot here, guys, that's all the spine meridians. So you'll notice that doing all this will make a big difference. And feel free, guys, like press on the wall, hold yourself up, balance. I'm pretty good at balance, so this isn't hard for me to do, but that's good. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, that feels good. This is great. Roll Info Fitness. Oh, yeah. Roll Into Fitness one is great. I got one of those spiky balls, and it's life-changing for my feet. Oh, good for you, man. I just saw a cheap one at Walmart, vibrating one. I almost wanted to buy it. But I saw one of these Roll Into Fitness ones. So you need to make one, bro, that vibrates, because who is it? Pure Wave. They just came out with one. It's $50. I'm gonna buy it. I buy all the rollers. You know, I don't care. I love Roll Into Fitness. That's my favorite peanut style one there is on the market. But they came out. Vibration is huge. It's absolutely mind-blowing what vibrating rollers do to the game. Makes it so, because vibration shuts off the pain response. So if you're rolling with pain and you add vibration, it shuts off the pain sensory. So it literally makes it easier. If you do this now on that side, I feel like I can smash my foot into the ground and it's immovable right now. My knees are getting more locked out. So much better. Oh, whoops. Let's do the other side. You guys just write in the chat. Do you guys feel the euphoric kind of feeling that it's brought from the knee down? It's just mind-blowing how quick you can make a difference in your life. But all the studies are coming out saying that foam rolling doesn't work, and I don't know, it's just the people testing it. I've spent, over 10,000 hours messing with rollers and clients and everything, so, I mean, I know them inside and out. And honestly, like, so many times I would sit there, and a lot of times it was like I'd have some freaking couple of drinks with my friends and then just sit on the roller watching movies, and I wouldn't move. Sit on a spot, and I'd be like, oh man, that made a big difference. Back in my weed smoking days, I would sit there and just melt away on stuff and just focus in on it. Yeah, just some random stuff that caused me just to hold spots forever. Who's that? Oh, I thought my son was coming in. Ooh, man. Good spot. Grind and hold, grind and hold. Good spot. Looking at some family pictures up on the wall. I was like, woo, I used to look like that. And seeing my mom when she was younger, it's crazy. I'm like, who was that? That was my mom. It's nuts. This is my jumping foot because I'm left-handed, so ooh, back in that heel. Big time on this one. So find those spots, guys. They'll be all over. Inside ridge. Wiggle, wiggle. So good. My nephew's here recently, last few days, and he's big into smoking still. He went off it, back on it. Tries to sell me on it. I mean, they just up the THC, man. The THC gets so high, and it's too mind altering for me, Like, that's not what weed. Back in the day, weed when I was a kid was like 9 to 11%. Now you can buy weed at the freaking dispensaries that's like 30 something percent. And when I was smoking, I just don't have a calm personality like that. I'm just, whatever I do absolutely extreme. And I would smoke all day, every day. I smoke an ounce of weed a week. I was going through pen after pen. I was buying like 2 pens every 2 to 3 days. And that's 70, 80, 90% THC. And it's not for me. It's not what it's meant to be. I mean, it's really, really mind altering and stuff like that. And I just love the fact that I sleep so much better without it now, and I get into way deeper REM sleep. Weed actually inhibits serotonin in the long run, so there's scientific proof that it will drop your serotonin, same as alcohol, same as all these things. So you will reduce your ability to be happy and to deal with stress the more you do it. And that was me. I'm a living tale. I used to be the advocate for it. I'd tell everybody, I knew all the terpenes, all the strains. I still do. I tell everybody, like, all that stuff. You get this sativa with this and this. You get, if you want an Adderall effect, you get alpha and beta pinene. Like, I mean, I could go through all of it. It's just too much, man. It's just, Big Pharma got involved. People say it's not there yet, but it's there because I know a lot of growers and dispensaries and stuff, and the things that they're forced to put in it. So they grow it with different stuff, and all these different, root enhancing hormones, and these boosters and these things that go in there for the terpene enhancers and stuff like that. It ain't natural. The chemistry is different, and that's why it causes people, like my friends would go smoke a sativa, and they would lose it and risk their marriage because their wife would be like, if you smoke that stuff again, I will leave you. Like that bad of an argument because the person would lose it. I mean, like somebody who got too drunk. That's just weird. That's not weed. And now it's like people are injecting it and doing all this stuff. So trust me, we have CBD receptors and everything. I'd be the first one to tell you the science on ingesting it topically, things like that. Lower THC, high CBD. Yeah, I mean, but you get into the mind-altering stuff. I mean, there's a whole spiritual side of that I don't agree with. It's pharmakia, sorcery, different things like that, you know. But that's my scriptural studies. That's my belief of the Most High. All right, so let's bend over one more stretch here. Oh, yes, money, 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 guys. How was everybody feeling? Was this a good one? Are you glad you guys stopped by for the calf rolling, the foot rolling? I just got a big release in my mid-spine. So remember I told you those inside ribs are for your feet. That is the meridian for your spine. So I just got a part of my back that hasn't popped good in months. Well, guess what? Guess when the last time I rolled my feet was? Months and months ago. Such a world of difference. I'll leave you with one like I always do, guys. Straight on the back of the knee, okay? The connecting points of all the insertions, hamstring and calves alike. I'm gonna grind this out. Leave you for you guys to do this. Next week we'll go back to I don't know what we'll do next week. I don't know. Kind of covered a lot of the whole body, so I'm trying to think what I haven't really hit. That would be. All right, Emily, I will do some neck rolling next week. Okay. Neck, and we'll go into like some different stuff. I'll show you guys how to hit the traps. Go into some arm rolling. Roll the hands. The hands are the same way as the feet, guys. The other whole meridian-based everything. Meridians, what I mean by that is energy controllers for the bodies. You know, there's certain pathways. That's why you can press into your thumb area and release a headache a lot of times. Never worked for me. I know it reduced the headache, but I used to get violent headaches. And then I realized it was just massive tension. So pressing into that spot would just make the other spots causing the pain more aggravated. What's this one feel like, guys? Back of the knees are crucial. You guys are going to see. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do both sides here, and then we're going to stretch at the end. And you're going to see how much it just makes a smooth stretch between the hamstring and calves. All right, we don't have much time before it cuts me off, so let's just switch legs. Kind of bend your foot up a little bit more, so bend your leg up a little bit more so you can put straight pressure onto that knee. Yeah, you'll notice as you melt those sides, you probably feel cords on each side that you're preventing you from hitting the middle. But as you melt those sides away and you can feel the big old ball right behind your knee, you release that and you'll feel just crazy different. I had to move my leg. I got those like little spiky hairs on the top of my knee. They were stabbing the back of my foot, or my calf, I mean. Good stuff, guys, good stuff. All right, before it cuts me off here, let me get a quick stretch in. Oh, that's different. So different. Alright guys, so you can repeat this if you want. Watch the video again once I upload it. When you roll on the shin, do you use your thigh for pressure Yeah, you squat back on it, whatever you got to do. You can actually grab your roller too if you need to, or lean forward. Whatever you do that you feel makes more pressure. So lean your body back, lean it forward, do whatever you got to do. But the there's no rhyme or reason when it comes to it. Hey, Katie Todd, you're welcome. But yeah, figure out. But Bev, like you don't have to. You know what I mean? You can remember you only apply enough pressure to where you can still control the release. If it feels like your muscle is doing this, then it makes no sense for you to keep doing it. That's when people say they feel bruised afterwards. That's what you did. So you want to keep it within the realm of comfort. So you got to press only as much as you can still allow the nervous system and that muscle to melt away. If you're causing it to contract, it's no different than you trying to stretch with 500 pounds on your arm. It would make no sense. So remember, guys, if you want to get the grounding kit and you haven't got one yet, use code FOAMROLL on modernrootslife.com, my site. It'll get you $5 off. Yeah, I'm glad you could, Kyle. It's nice to see you tonight. Please send me a DM, guys. Anybody who's done, if you want, either the hard or soft roller. I always recommend the soft one first, guys, so you can hit the outer layers of the tissue. You can get a cheap roller, like a black density roller from Target or Walmart for $20. So it makes sense to get this one from him while you can, and then get the hard roller that's cheaper, and then use those in conjunction. But you can get the hard one later. It's not much difference. So you might as well go with the softer one that you can actually get a little bit less pressure and go for more of the superficial, the hydrated, the water layers through the dermis, skin, things like that. So what else? I mean, I'll go until it cuts off. But yeah, so there's some other things I was studying, guys, like just today. There's a good book called Mood Cure. They have it on Audible if you like to listen to it. Phenomenal book. I mean, it's the most layman terms way of describing neurotransmitters, dopamine, serotonin, all the neurotransmitters that cause us to be happy or to be calm or, depressed or any of those things. So you're welcome, Carmi. Joe Coombs, thanks for blessing and having you guys with me. So, some things for serotonin, for happiness, and for sleep, L-tryptophan. A lot of vegans and vegetarians don't get a lot of that too. That really helps. That's an amino acid. 5-HTP is what L-tryptophan converts to, basically getting into the serotonin. That'll help you. GABA, G-A-B-A, is one big one that'll help with that. You do those ones, start them in the evening, middle of the day in the evening, 3 o'clock, and then in the evening before bed. And you'll notice serotonin going up will help you to sleep a lot harder. And then another one, tyrosine. So tyrosine is huge. Take it first thing in the morning, 500 milligrams right away. If you don't notice the effect, you can take another 500 milligrams within an hour. But you do that, and you'll notice that if coffee's your go-to thing and stuff like that, and that's what you feel like doing, you'll notice that things like tyrosine, that amino acid, will nullify that by boosting your dopamine, gets into your norepinephrine, I can never say that right, and your adrenaline. So basically, dopamine that creates those two, it'll boost that up, helps with, really getting the mood into balance. St. John's wort is another one that actually is just as effective as Zoloft and things like that, whatever the other antidepressant is and stuff. So when you need things that are going to help you like calm down, keep you feeling better and stuff like that, that's really what you want to look for. So write me if you ever need. I can obviously help you. But that book's amazing, Mood Cure. It actually has a test that you do at the beginning to find all your symptoms and everything that you're feeling. It gives you a whole breakdown of exactly what you should be doing. And then just read the book. Heidi, how are you doing? And it's so layman's term, guys. You don't need to be a science nut like me. I actually was really impressed with how she dumbed it down, even for me, because I can work and listen to it, and I'm not like, wait, what was that? Let me go back to it. I'm a very science brain guy, but I love it when it's just layman's terms, and I can just throw it on the Audible and just listen. So praise Yah for all of you. Thank you so much. It's such a blessing for you guys just to be here and share with me every week. I'm going to continue doing these. If I can find the time to do it on Monday also, I will. But share this, send it to your friends. Muscle Whisperer Josh on YouTube is where I'm going to